Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to Swift Learn, India's most sincere learning destination for classes 1 to 10. This is Aishi. I'm back with part 2 of fractions. If you haven't watched part 1 of fractions, go and watch it and then come back to part 2. So let me give you a brief description about Swift Learn. At Swift Learn, we provide 100% live and interactive classes. Here in one batch, we have a maximum of 6 students, never more than 6 students. If you want, you can also go for one-to-one tuition as well. Here we have a dedicated academic mentor team who is going to guide you and track your progress throughout your journey. We cover the syllabus as per the school exam schedule and we handle custom requests as well. Coming to the key features of Swift Learn, we are going to provide you with a detailed progress report and we are also going to share it with your parents at the end of every month. We recognize the importance of practice tests and therefore you can take unlimited practice tests over here. On every Sunday, you can also opt for the scholarship test of Swift Learn, which is the Swift Learn Academic Test Series. And here we cover not only objective questions but subjective questions as well for your school exams. So go to the Swift Learn website and book a free trial class today. Those who are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit on the bell icon so that you never miss any notification from us, because we share a lot of knowledgeable videos related to various topics and subjects. It is going to be really helpful to you. Coming to our objectives today, we are going to learn about like and unlike fractions, comparison of like and unlike fractions, addition of fraction and subtraction of fraction. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. So in the previous, that means in part 1, I have talked about fractions, types of fractions, proper, improper, equivalent fractions, and also the simplest form of fractions. So reduction of fractions. So look at the first question over here. So all these things I have covered. These are all covered in the part 1. Okay, so these questions are based on the concepts that I have taught in part 1. Given fractions are equivalent or not. So how will you see? Let's take this fraction 30 by 54, right? And just think of a number that can divide 30 also and 54 also. So what can you think of? Can we go with 6, right? So a number that can divide 30 also. So you can simply write 6 into 5, that is 30, and also 6 into 9. 6 into 9, that is 54. So you can simply cancel out the 6 and 6 and you will get the answer as 5 by 9. That means the fraction 30 by 54 is equivalent to the fraction 5 by 9. If you want, you can go the other way around also. So if you think that, ma'am, I will proceed with 5 by 9 at first. So what will you do? So we have 5 by 9 and 30 by 54, right? So just imagine that what is that number with the help of which we can turn 5 into 30 by multiplying by 6. And because we are multiplying the numerator by 6, you also need to multiply the denominator by 6. Therefore, you are easily getting 30 by 54. So definitely you can turn the fraction 5 by 9 into 30 by 54 by simply multiplying by 6, right? Therefore, we can say that these two fractions are going to be equivalent. Okay. Now, let's move to the new topic, that is the like fraction and unlike fraction. Very easy. Okay. Like fraction and unlike fraction. So what is a like fraction? In like fractions, all the denominators will be same. So look at all these examples: 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5. All the denominators are 5, right? Therefore, we are going to call it as the like fractions. Fractions that have identical. Identical means what? Same. Identical denominator are called as the like fractions. And unlike fractions means all the denominators will be different. Okay, so here you can see 5, 6, 7, 8, right? These are the denominators. All the denominators are different. Therefore, we are going to call these fractions as the unlike fractions. Very easy. Okay. Now, we can also compare fractions. That means which fraction is greater, which fraction is smaller, like that. So, let's do it. So, firstly, in case of like fractions, comparing like fractions is very easy. Alright. So, we have 3 by 2 and 7 by 2. Okay. And the denominators are same in both the fractions, right? So you simply need to look at the numerator. The greater numerator is 7. 7 is greater than 3. That's why 7 by 2 will be greater than 3 by 2. So in case of like fractions, comparison is really easy. Okay. Let's see some more examples. So 3 by 4, 1 by 4. These are all like fractions, right? All the denominators are same. Here 3 is greater than 1. Therefore 3 by 4 will be greater. 1 by 6 and 5 by 6. 5 is greater than 1, so 5 by 6 will be greater. 6 by 7, 2 by 7. 6 is greater than 2, therefore 6 by 7 will be greater. 3 by 5 and 3 by 5. Here both the numerators are same. That's why here we will put equal to sign. They are equal. Okay. Now, how to compare the unlike fractions? So just see, we have 4 by 2 and 7 by 4, right? 4 by 2 and 7 by 4. So when you have different denominators, it is very difficult to say directly which one will be greater. So what you can do is, we will try to make the denominator same. That means we will try to make it turn into a like fraction. How are we going to do that? So just think, to make the denominator same, how can you turn this 2 into 4? How to turn the 2 into 4? Because in the other fraction, the denominator is 4. By simply multiplying by 2, right? So you can simply do 2 into 2. And I have told you that whenever in any fraction, if you multiply the denominator by any number, you also need to multiply the numerator by the same number. That's why in the numerator also we will do 4 into 2. Okay? So we will get the fraction as 8 by 4. Now see, we have two fractions, 8 by 4 and 7 by 4. So 8 is, we have two like fractions now, and since 8 is greater than 4, therefore we can say that 8 by 4 will be greater than 7 by 4, which is nothing but 8 by 4 means what? We turn this fraction into 8 by 4, right? That means 4 by 2 will be greater than 7 by 4. Got it? This is how we need to solve it. That means turn the unlike fractions into like fractions by making the denominators equal. Let's solve some examples, then it will be more clear to you. All right. So let's do the first one. We have 5 by 2 and 6 by 4. So let's take this, right? So we have the denominator is 4 over here. So we can try to make this 2 turn into 4 easily. How can we do that? By simply multiplying the denominator by 2, then we will get a 4. Because here we are multiplying the denominator by 2, also multiply the numerator by 2. So you will get the answer as 10 by 4. So now we have two like fractions, 10 by 4 and 6 by 4, and which is greater? Because 10 is greater than 6, therefore you can easily say that 10 by 4 will be greater than 6 by 4, right? Which also means that 10 by 4 we did for 5 by 2. That means 5 by 2 will be greater than 6 by 4. Okay, this is how you need to solve. So first one is done. Let's do the next one now. Let's do the second one now. So we have 5 by 6 and 1 by 2. So we can turn this 2 into 6. How? By simply multiplying the denominator by 3. Then it will be a 6. 2 3 is a 6, and because we multiply the denominator by 3, also multiply the numerator by 3, then you will get the fraction as 3 by 6. So now we have two like fractions, 5 by 6 and 3 by 6. So which one will be greater? 5 by 6 will be greater. 5, because 5 is greater than 3, that's why 5 by 6 will be greater. Okay, let's come to the third one now. So we have 1 minute. Yes, we have 3 by 7 and 1 by 3. Okay, so what we can do is, in cases like these, 7 and 3. So what you can do is simply just follow me. All right, we are taking this 3. Let me take different color. Yeah. Simply you multiply the denominator by 3. Okay. That's why we are multiplying the numerator also by 3. And in the second fraction, take this 7 from here and multiply the denominator by 7 and also the numerator by 7. So we are getting the two fractions as 9 by 21 and 7 by 21. See, the denominators became equal, right? So now we have two like fractions, and definitely 9 by 21 is greater than 7 by 21, which also means that 3 by 7 will be greater than 1 by 3. Okay. So whenever you will be having two denominators like these, like 7 and 3. So, in case of 2 and 8, so when we were having 2, 4 as denominators, 2, 6, 2, 8, in these cases, you have something in common. That means 2 2s are 4, right? 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, then 2 4s are 8, like this. But when it comes to 3 and 7, so you cannot really turn 3 into 7, or you cannot turn 7 into 3. That's why we will simply take the opposite denominators and multiply. So in case of 3 by 7, we took the other denominator, which was the 3, and multiplied here the top also and bottom also. And in the second case also, we took this denominator, the other denominator, that is 7, and we multiplied the top and bottom with the other denominator. Okay, that's how you can easily turn it into like fraction. So this is a very important case. This is a very important case. Make sure to practice more problems like these. Let's come to the fourth one now. 1 by 8 and 5 by 2. See, here you can easily turn this 2 into 8. How? By simply multiplying 2 by 4 and 5 also by 4. So you will get 20 by 8, and definitely 20 by 8 is greater than 1 by 8. That means that 5 by 2 will be greater than 1 by 8. And here you have your answer. Okay, that's how we compared the fractions. Now, let's solve a word problem. Ela read 25 pages of a book containing 100 pages. That means total number of pages 100. How many pages she read? 25. Lalita read, so this has been read by Ela. And coming to Lalita, what is happening? She read 2/5 of the same book. Okay, so who read less? So how can you do it? How can you do this? Simply see, either you can also, reduce this into the simplest form by dividing both the numerator and denominator by the same number, right? You can easily do that. So see, 25, you can just say 25 into 1, and for 100 you can say, so you can say that for 100 it will be 25 into 4, right? You can do this. So then 25 by 100 will be reduced into 1 by 4. So now we have two fractions, 1 by 4 and 2 by 5. Okay, now what you can see, we have that case 4 and 5. So you cannot turn 4 into 5, cannot turn 5 into 4. So what you can do, take this 5 and simply multiply this 5 in the other fraction. So simply do 4 into 5, here also do 1 into 5, and while for this fraction, take this 4 and simply multiply the denominator by 4, numerator also by 4. So here we are getting 5 by 20, and here you are getting 8 by 20. Okay, so which one is lesser? Because our question is who read less. So 5 by 20 is lesser. That means 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 25 by 100 is lesser. So who read it less? Ela read it less, right? Ela read it less. And also you can go for the direct method also. That is, we have 25 by 100 and we have 2 by 5. So you can easily turn 5 into 100 by multiplying the denominator by 20. Then you will get 100. So we will also multiply the numerator by 20. Okay. Then also we will get the equivalent fraction, right? Because we need the equivalent fraction. So in this case, you will get 40 by 2 into 20 is 40 by 100. And so 40 by, so Lalita has read 40 pages out of 100 pages and Ela has read 25 pages out of 100 pages. Therefore, which one is lesser? Ela has read less number of pages. Okay. So with the help of example, I have told you a lot of things. I intentionally solved it by two methods so that we can also revise the comparison of unlike fractions when you have the denominators, different denominators. Okay, you can follow any one of the method. Coming to addition of like fractions, addition of like fraction is very, very easy. Okay, because the denominators are same. So we have 2 by 5 plus 4 by 5. So simply take the denominator as 5 because it is a common denominator, and simply do 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6, so 6 by 5, and here you have your answer. Okay, so addition of like fractions is very, very easy. So let's solve these. Coming to the first problem, question number 1, what will happen? Denominator is 9 and 5 plus 7. That means it will be 5 plus 7 is 12, 12 by 9, right? Answer will be 12 by 9. You can also reduce it into the simplest form. So you can say that 3 4s are 12 and 3 3s are 9, right? So you can cancel out these two 3s and you will get the answer as 4 by 3. 4 by 3 will be the answer. Coming to the second one, this also you can do, all three are like fractions. So simply the denominator will be 20 and in the numerator you will have 3 plus 7 plus 9, right? So 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 plus 9 is 19. So 19 by 20, answer will be 19 by 20. Okay, so addition of like fractions is very, very easy. Keep the denominator same only and simply add the numerators. Now, when you have unlike fractions, so now the denominators are different. So you have 2 by 3 plus 4 by 5, right? Denominators are different. So what will you do? Take the LCM of the denominators. Take the LCM of 3 and the LCM of 3 and 5. So LCM of 3 and 5 is going to be what? 15, right? Because it does not have anything in common, so it will be 3 into 5. 3 into 5 means what? 15. Okay. Now listen to me very, very carefully. All right. So what we are going to do is, coming to the first fraction, what we are going to do is, so we will take the LCM. We will write the LCM over here, that is 15. Okay. That is our LCM, that is our 15. All right. Now what you will do is, you take this 15, that means we are taking this LCM and we are dividing it by 3. That means with the first denominator only, because we are dealing with the first fraction now. So we are doing at first 15 divided by 3. That is going to give you 5, right? Now whatever is this one, that means 15 divided by 3, take the numerator and multiply. That's how we are going to solve it. Okay, so this is for the first one. So what we are doing, we took the LCM, we write it in the denominator part, and in the numerator part we took the LCM, we divided it by the denominator of the first one, and then we multiplied it by the numerator of the first fraction. Plus sign as it is. Again follow the same thing. So take this 15, divide it by the denominator of the second fraction, that means 5, and then go for multiplication by the numerator of the first fraction, that means 4. So see, you will get the answer as, so 15 divided by 3 is nothing but 5. 5 into 2 plus, and then 15 divided by 5 is 3. So 3 into 4 by 15. So you are getting the answer as 10 plus 12 by 15, right? 5 2s are 10, 3 4s are 12. Okay. Now you have what? So 10 plus 12 by 15. That means what? 22 by 50. And that will be your answer. Okay. So as we solve more and more problems, it will get clear to you. Okay. So let's do another one. Let's take some other example. So let me take the whiteboard quickly. Suppose we have 2 by 6 plus say 7 by 4. Okay. So at first what do we need to do? Simply find out the LCM of the denominators. That means LCM of 6 and 4. What will be the LCM? Do it. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, right? Then it will go with 1 only. So the LCM will be 2 into 2 into 3. That means 4 into 3. That is nothing but 12. So LCM is 12. Okay. Now, how are we going to solve it? So at the denominator, we are writing the LCM, which is nothing but 12. 12 is the LCM. And for the numerator, at first, we will take the LCM. We will divide it by the first denominator. That means by 6. And we will multiply it by the numerator. That means multiplied by 2. Plus sign as it is. Again, we are taking the LCM, that is 12. We are dividing it by the second denominator, that means 4, multiplied by, what do we have? 7, right? So multiplied by the numerator of the second fraction, that means 7. So 12 divided by 6 is 2. So 2 into 2 plus 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 3 into 7 by 12. So you are getting the answer as 4 plus 21 by 12, right? That means 25 by 12. That's how you are supposed to solve it. Okay. Now, in the same way, you can even do for subtraction also. When you have unlike fractions for subtraction. So when you have like fractions, it is very easy. 7 by 9 minus 2 by 9. Keep this 9 as it is and then simply do 7 minus 2, which is nothing but 5. 5 by 9. So answer is going to be 5 by 9. So in case of like fractions, subtraction is very easy. Right? So here also see 5 by 6 minus 2 by 6. So what will you do? 6 will be the denominator and 5 minus 2, that is 3. So you are getting 3 by 6. And you can also reduce it into the simplest form. So if you reduce it into the simplest form, 3 by 6 is going to give you 1 by 2. How is 6? So 3 by 6, divide both the numerator and denominator by the same number. So by 3, right? like this. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6. So 3 and 3 can cancel each other and we'll get the answer as 1 by 2. So here we simply reduced the the answer into the simplest form. Okay, let's try to solve these. 5 by 3 and 3 by 5. So first let's find out the LCM of 3 and 5, right? So LCM of 3 and 5 will be what? 3 into 5 only. That means 15. Yeah, because it is just 1 times. That means 3 into 5, 15. Now we are taking the denominator as 15. We are taking the LCM. We are dividing it by the first denominator. So 15 divided by 3 multiplied by the first numerator. That means what? 5. Plus what you have to do? So 15 divided by 5, right? 15 divided by 5, because 15 is the LCM, 5 is the denominator of the second fraction, multiplied by the first numerator, which is nothing but 3. So here you are getting the answer as 15 divided by 3 is nothing but 5 into 5, plus 15 divided by 5 will be 3. So 3 into 3 by 15. So you will get the answer as 25 plus 9 by 15. Okay. Clear to you? Now you know. Now you are getting like a like fraction only. So 25 plus 9, what will be the answer? 34. 34 by 15. Okay. You can do the addition yourself only. Now coming to the second one, the like fraction is there. So 6 will be the denominator. Numerator simply add. So 5 plus 3, that is nothing but 8. So 8 by 6. Try to reduce it into the simplest form. So you can go with 2. 2 times 4 is 8 and 2 times 3 is 6. So you can cancel out these 2 and you will get the answer as 4 by 3. Right? This is how you can solve it. Okay. Okay, now we have some subtraction problem also. So let's do number A at first. 3 by 7 minus 1 by 7. Like fraction. So 7 denominator. Simply subtract the numerators. That means 3 minus 1, which is nothing but 2. So 2 by 7. This 2 by 7 is going to be the answer. Okay. Coming to B. So here we have unlike fractions, right? So denominators are 5 and 2. So first find out the LCM of 5 and 2. You will get the LCM as 10. Do the LCM, do it. You will get the answer as 5 into 2. 5 into 2, that is nothing but 10. Now, so we are taking the LCM, that is 10. We are taking the LCM. We are dividing the first denominator, that is 5. Multiplying with the first numerator, that is 4. Minus, now 10 LCM divided by the second denominator, that is 2, multiplied by the second numerator of the second fraction, right? The numerator of the second fraction, that is 1. So you will get 10 divided by 5 is going to give you 2 into 4, minus 10 divided by 2 is 5 into 1 by 10. So you are getting the answer as 8 minus 5 by 10, which is nothing but 3 by 10. And here you have your answer. So initially this might seem complicated to you, but if you do a lot of practice, then it will become really easy. Okay. See, here also they have done the same thing. So first they have found out the LCM of 12 and 18. So 2 6 are 12, 9 are 18, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, right? So 2 2s are 4 and 4 9s are 36. LCM is 36. Okay. Then what they have done? So 36, they have taken the LCM divided by what? Divided by this 12. Okay, that is the denominator, multiplied by 7. So if you do this at first, that is 36 divided by 12 into 7. Or if you do 7, that means numerator into 36 divided by 12. It's the same thing, right? No need to get confused over here. And then again plus 36 divided by 18. Okay, the denominator multiplied by the numerator into 1. So 36 divided by 12 is 3 and 7 as it is. So 7 into 3 plus 1 into 36 divided by 18 is 2. So 1 into 2. So 21 plus 2 by 36, which is giving you the answer 23 by 36. That's how you are supposed to solve it. Okay. Now addition or subtraction of mixed fractions. So when you have mixed fraction, what you will do? Simply convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Okay. So how can you convert 8 whole 3 by 5? By simply doing 4. So 8 into 5, right? 8 into 5 plus 3 by 5. That's how you can convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction, covered in part 1. So you will get 40 plus 3, 43 by 5. 43 by 5 is the first one. For the second one, 3 into 7, that is 21. 21 plus 2 by 7, that means 23 by 7. So the second one will be 23 by 7. Okay. Next. So now we have two unlike fractions, 5 and 7. So take out the LCM of 5 and 7. So you will get 5 into 7. That is nothing but 35, right? The LCM will come as 35. Now let's solve it. Yes. LCM is 35. So you can simply write 35 over here. So 35 divided by the first denominator multiplied by the numerator plus 35, that is LCM, divided by the second denominator multiplied by the numerator, right? That's what you will get. So 35 divided by 5, right? 35 divided by 5 will be 7. Now if you do 7 into 43, then you will get the answer as 301 plus 35 divided by 7 is nothing but 5. Now when you do 5 into 23, you will get the answer as 115. So 301 plus 115 by 35, which is nothing but 416 by 35. Okay. So same thing. This one you know. Just the thing is, convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction and then solve it. Operations on negative numbers. Okay. So here this fraction is negative, minus 8 by 9. So what you will do? It's nothing. Simply first find out the LCM of 2 and 9. You will get 18. Okay. LCM of 2 and 9 is going to give you 18. And then you do it with the method that you already know of. Okay. Or you can also follow another thing, that is, we already know, right, that plus and minus is here. That means we will get minus. So what will happen? 5 by 2 minus 8 by 9. That is exactly what is going to happen, because we have a plus and here we have a minus. So plus and minus is going to give you a minus as a whole. So in the LCM you will get 18. Then what? 18 divided by 2 is what? 9. And 9 times 4 or 5 is going to give you 45, minus 18 divided by 9 is 2, and 2 times 8 is going to give you 16. This part you know, subtraction of unlike fraction. So you are getting 45 minus 16 by 18, that is 29 by 18. Okay. So you can simply do this. Now suppose if you have an example like 5 by 2 minus of minus 8 by 9. Then what will happen? Minus and minus is going to give you a plus. So it will become 5 by 2 plus 8 by 9. Understood? This is how you can easily do it. That is exactly what is happening here also. So here they have put the minus sign later on. After doing the LCM and everything, here they have taken the plus and minus and they have put the minus. Okay. So it's the same thing. Let's solve some word problems. Okay. Sam spent 1/6 of his Sunday doing homework. So doing homework he spent 1/6 and 3/6 of the day watching cricket. What part of the day was left to do other things? Okay, so for that first we need to find out that what part of the day he has already used up. So he has used up 1/6 of the day and 3/6 of the day. That means like fractions. So he has already used up 4/6 of the day. Right? It's already done. So what part of the day is left? So what is the whole day? Whole day is nothing but 1. In fraction, whole means 1, right? So what part is left? 1 minus 4/6, the part that has been already used up by him. So in case of this, so 1 minus 4/6. 1 as a whole means what? 1 means in the denominator also we have a 1. Okay, so we can simply write 1 as 1 by 1. So now, so find out the LCM of 6 and 1, you will get 6 only. Okay, and then, so 6 divided by 1 into 1 minus, you have to do 6 divided by 6 into 4. Okay, by 1, then you will get the answer as 6, right? So you will get 6 into 1 minus 6 divided by 6 is 1. So 1 into 4 by 6, right? So you will get the answer as 6 minus 4 by 6. That means what? 2/6. So 2/6 part of the day is left. That means what? You can reduce it. So you will get 1/3. 1/3 part of his day is actually left. Alright. Understood. Let me do it once again. So what is the part of the day? He has already used up 4/6. Right. And the whole day is nothing but 1. 1/1. minus 4 by 6. That's what we need to do. LCM is going to be 6. 6 divided by 1 is going to give you a 6. So 6 into 1 by the numerator, minus 6 into 6 is 1, and then 1 into 4. So you will get the answer as 6 minus 4 by 6. That means nothing but 2 by 6. So 2 by 6 means what? 1 by 3. This will be the answer. Okay. So don't skip any step. Alright, don't skip any step. Otherwise, there are chances of doing careless mistake. My mother ate 1/8 of the cake and father ate 3/8 of the cake. How much of the cake has been eaten? How much of the cake has been eaten? 1 by 8 plus 3 by 8, right? That means what? 4 by 8. 4 by 8 means what? Half. Because 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So, half of the cake is already eaten. So, if half of the cake is eaten, what is 1 minus half? Whole minus half is half only, right? Whole minus half is half. So, half cake has been eaten and other half of the cake is left. Or you can also show it by solving. So, 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2. LCM will be 2. 2 divided by 1 will be 2. So, 2 into 1 minus 2 divided by 2 will be 1. So, 1 into 1. So, you will get 2 minus 1. That is nothing but 2. So, here you will get the answer as half only. Okay. If you want to show the calculation, that's how you can show it. Now, Emma likes chocolate. One day she bought a chocolate and ate 5/8 of it in the morning and 2/8 of it in the evening. So how much part of the chocolate she has eaten? She has already eaten 5 by 8 part plus 2 by 8 part. That means what? 2 plus 5 is 7, 7 by 8 part. 7 by 8 part of the chocolate he has already, or Emma has already eaten. Right? So, we learnt about like and unlike fractions, comparison of like and unlike fractions, addition of fraction and subtraction of fractions. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you have any doubt, drop your doubt in the comment section below so that I can help you. And definitely make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit on the notification icon and the bell icon, and also share this video among your friends and family so that we all can come together and learn together. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you soon with another new topic. So bye bye. Take care.